Chapter 22, Murder Capital. My every moment was in a heightened state of alert. I couldn't relax. My senses were always sensitive towards an imminent attack. This way I could even nip it in the bud before it happens by getting it squashed or by attacking first. I preferred the latter. The other prisoners were survivors also, so they were watching me. I was the youngest person here, and I knew that in reality, most older men feared the young. It was some who took advantage to manipulate and prey on the young, but a fearless and intelligent youth was dangerous and too risky and unpredictable to prey on. Plus, younger people in general brought noise, energy, and unnecessary drama, so hence one of the reasons for the youth center, to keep all the young energetic troublemakers in one place. But youth center rejected my energy. They felt my age didn't reflect my maturity. Young men in general were fearless and reckless, and I, being a youngster, never gave off an aura of fear. I gave off an aura of fuck whoever, wherever, whenever. That aura alone from a youth is enough to keep an elder on his toes, but it also kept them ready to attack. And when they attacked, they killed. They struck at vital organs and veins, whereas young people just struck without aim. I was aware of this as I tiptoed on the psychological battlefield. I also took note of everyone and everything before the lights went out, and I also took notice to the fact that I didn't see any white prisoners, even though they were also stealing and robbing to buy crack and heroin in society. I remember also not seeing any white kids at Oak Hill or Seton. An older convict told me that the judges either gave them treatment, probation, or sent them to the federal system, even if they didn't have a federal charge, no matter the crime, because they feared what would happen to them in Lawton. This was eye-opening. I didn't know that judges actually sympathized with criminals. That was hard for me to believe. I was told a lady witnessed maybe 5 white prisoners amongst the 8,000 plus Lawton prisoners, and all 5 were turned into homosexuals through rape or they became it for survival. The common theme amongst them were they weren't gay, they just sucked dick to survive. I continued staring up at the raggedy dormitory ceiling and only thought about my parole date, which I found out was at a minimum 5 years away. I would be 22 years old if I happened to make it. Word was the parole board didn't like to award parole to young people because DC was the most dangerous city in the world. It had the highest police presence per capita, but also the highest rate of cops killed. It had the highest rate of incarceration in the world, but also the highest murder rate. Though America as a whole averaged over 100 murders a day and over 100,000 people wounded a year, DC was the murder capital of America, and it was primarily young men getting killed and doing the killings. In 5 years, I would still be a young man, and if the crime rate didn't recede, I may be here longer. But if I could make it out at 22, I felt I had enough time to make some sense of my life, because right now it's just a ship with no rudder. Right now it's just burdensome and a headache to my family. Right now it's going full speed heading into a dead end. Right now at the end of the dead end was a cliff.